All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA's. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Miami Dolphins taking on the NFC champions. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Go! At their own 27-yard line.
Hey, here we go. Wide, ain't it? There we go. Going to 53.
6 man. Check curls. Check curls.
26.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Well, if those at home were wondering if we were going to see some offense in this Super Bowl, I think your answer was right there. Incomplete, but they take a big shot early.
Like the script. If they get the big play early, so much the better. But if nothing else, they send a message. They're going to be aggressive in this game.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Tackles, tackles. Check, check,
Clear.
check.
Set, go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Oh, good night, baby. Good night,
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The last
Set.
run got
10
6.
Lobo.
Now 2nd and 4.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Cheap grip. Cheap grip.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain
Ready,
there.
ready. 18 Gator. Greystone travel.
That's a gain of
Check
3.
4, check 4.
Set,
Bravo. Get it.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken at about the 14. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive.
Sometimes it absolutely serves out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys hope to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run on first down. Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. Tracy. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on the basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hey,
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do?
Stephon Diggs. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 76 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
That means they have to change up what they're doing. And for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now it's Henry.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know where you're really going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check back 50. All day, every day. General West.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Let's go.
Henry running right. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Okay, ready?
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Topper. Shoot.
Back to throw. Tracy. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. He's going to force it in there because it's going to be picked up and picked off.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Hey, exit. Go.
Looking to throw. Tracy. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's go. Let's do this.
25 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Here we go, 46.
He runs.
Hunt, 64. Wait. 26.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. That one is caught by Hunt. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 42. From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Wide in.
Mike 55.
Kill.
Watch the slant.
26.
To throw is Prescott. And he completes it to Hunt. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. Throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up with him.
Throwing, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie.
Check tight.
Check 50. Check 50.
Deep river.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
Let's go.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
They can't stop us.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's going to be a long day.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Guys, pick it up.
Check 26. Check now.
Check it.
Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play.
Here we go.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Here we go, G. No. Off.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hey, seam 6. Hit it.
To throw on 3rd down. Tracy. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here's Logan Cook now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see do they like the ground game here.
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
After the loss to start out in 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Kill. Check it straight.
Now Hunt. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
He's got the first down and now past midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From Viking territory now, they'll come on 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
50. Here we go. Wide in.
You better be afraid of me. You better.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. It's complete to Hopkins.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. Remember a little curl there in the zone, but the key to it is finding the spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch. Undercrunch.
Here we go. 46. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
Here we go. Wide in. We're going to 54. Wide in. I'm coming after you. 26.
They'll run here with Matt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
2nd down and goal. Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Yeah, score.
Stephon Diggs.
Touchdown, baby.
His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, Bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
First down. Tracy. Escaping the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Here we go. Wide ain't it?
Man, I got you.
26.
On the run, this is Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You must be dreaming.
26.
Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cleveland Farrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Go ahead and take a seat.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football right to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
Here the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
218.
They're going to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hit, but you know they'll take that type of result each and every attempt.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, Alabama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Come on.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him.
Sit up.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Ready. 30 base.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's another Toronto first down. First and 10 at the 40.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
8 read. Hey, Alpha.
Hey, alert 3.
at their 49-yard line.
Get it.
2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hodges. He'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
60 Pittsburgh.
This
61.
offense finding its
Matchbox
legs
Lights.
now. Here's another 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go.
12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
Set. 50. Plant.
Check, 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 check.
Snap.
On first down, Logan. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
Break.
Marquise
Check,
Blair
check 43. We got three, fellas, we got three.
brings up 2nd
Recon,
and
132 fighter.
at the 9-yard line.
Joker, 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 Joker. Switch, switch.
Rocket, hit it.
On 2nd down now. It's Logan. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go.
They come out with
90
one back and 3 tight ends. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
15 line.
You.
Greystone travel. 5.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Tracy to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down and a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl.
There we go.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is. Right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is what I'm doing it done. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, And I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Check.
Get it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Ready.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Tracy. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to kick it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they would try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try to put the football in one.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 14-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
26.
They'll run again with Hunt. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 44 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Then we're going to 53.
26.
Prescott down. It's complete to Diggs. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him?
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 27 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Taco Charlton in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Let's go now.
Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Tracy flushed out right. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Tracy. Flush to his right. Got an open man. It's Valdez Scantling. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
That's it, baby. That's
Brandon,
it.
perfect
That's
defense
it.
in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off, okay? So they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Three buzz.
Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Buzz.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Back to throw. Tracy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Down.
Here are the
30
Vikings
base.
now to start
Recon,
their next
132
drive.
fighter.
And last time, decent field
He's coming.
position
Double up,
through the
double up.
pick six.
He's coming,
Obviously
double up.
costly.
But they
Slam,
can't
slam.
afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing.
Here's Prescott. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught for a touchdown. Hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back.
Keep doing it. Touchdown, baby. I see you over there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Don't say nothing.
Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Come on, fellas.
Give him 30 yards there.
46.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Dolphins 38, Vikings 6. Kaimi Fairbairn set to
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. They have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it.
Let's go. Let's do
His
this.
second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
See, tighten up.
Hey. High 7. Big River.
Throwing on first down. Tracy. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Get it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Taco Charlton, his 2nd sack of the night.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls. But only 3 the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves him still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Watch the shift.
Again, it's him. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Logan Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position.
That's trash.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith, 44 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Tracy. He completes it to Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
Ready, set.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Deuce.
Five.
This is Henry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Oh, boy, I know you felt that.
I call
one.
that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable
18,
second down. A very solid gain on that
General
play.
West.
On second down, it's Logan. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, they got a yard to the 41.
70, Indy. Two.
Looking to throw. Tracy. And my goodness, another interception. Desmond King picks it. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Stephon Diggs, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Keep doing you,
3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one.
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run with Henry. He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic. 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike's 50.
Big grip.
Operating from the gun. Tracy. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46.
Whip. Watch the
26.
Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more than cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Don't get nervous now.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Here we go. 10-2 stop.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Smoke.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hit it.
Second and 3. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. On third down, it's Logan. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a first and 10. They run with Logan. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Hey, Delta.
Fresno.
To throw on second down. Tracy looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The last catch took 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten in the football. They go all the way back to 1960, 12 times.
It got his man complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's first and 10. To throw is Prescott. Sliding out of the pocket. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
You ain't doing nothing today.
He's just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Let's go.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And Diggs has it. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Let's go!
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. He finds Hopkins complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
3 touchdowns and he's got him in the lead. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this.
Ready?
No, okay.
18 Gator. Pilot 64, weak.
On first down, Logan. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Trey Flowers there on the tackle.
On the ready.
He got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Let's go. Out.
Beef rip.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Go
if
now.
they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Go, get it.
On 4th down, Tracy. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
They don't want it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's able to find Diggs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Mike.
First down.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 50. 26.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt, and he'll take this one down near the 15. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.